Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that'll bring up second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw here. Cruz on the crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Victor Cruz, his first touchdown in a Bears uniform. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright, 31 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receiver.
Update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Josh McCown, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves, because they are a defensive-minded group of people, right? They love their heroes that stop other people from scoring. And I thought that's where they were headed in the draft. Instead, you did hear the name Mitchell Trubisky, but you made the case. 3 different starting quarterbacks in 2016. And think about their division. Look who's playing quarterback in Green Bay, in Detroit, in Minnesota. They've got to have one of those guys themselves, and that's why they invested in the youngster out of North Carolina. That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
That's caught by Meredith right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears. Fresh set of downs here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Come on.
Looking to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 16. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 3, second down.
We always talk about how important speed is in the game of football. Deion Jones may be an undersized middle linebacker, but his speed allows him to get to just about anywhere on the field and make a play.
And between he and Keanu Neal, the Falcons took the top 2 spots in the NFL in terms of rookie tacklers a season ago. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile quarterback, now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Victor Cruz, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake.
It got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now back to throw. Cruz has it over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ohio! Watch the whip.
2nd and goal to go now. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bears will extend their lead. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage, so once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Victor Cruz with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting...
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll look to throw, and that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Victor Cruz from 19 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Palmer, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you could see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they will.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Victor Cruz from 10 yards out, and the Bears continue to pour it on. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always...
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throw left side complete. That's right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
The Bears coming up on 1st and 10. Remember last year, the tough 3-13 season. Now hoping to hang on and go 1-0. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had it.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance.